Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today I have for you someone's reading. And this reading is for anyone who is keeping certain communication within. I keep on hearing break the silence, break the silence, break the silence. And I didn't pull any cards yet. I did pull 2 runes, and we get Iera, which is the rune of harvest, and Raido, which is the rune of communication in reversed. So it feels like this is blocked communication. There are more meanings, but the first message I get here is that because of this blocked communication, because of you not speaking out, this is interfering with your harvest in a sense. So this is creating a blockage to reach your harvest. And this is something that you have been holding on for quite some time already. And you already have been guided many times to speak your truth. And it's coming through strong here. It's this, the father aspect of God that is saying, cut through the bullshit. Sorry to say it like that, but that is how it's coming through. And it's still coming from a loving place, but it's like you have been hearing this message and you have been intuitively feeling for quite some time already that you have to speak up about something. It's time to break the silence. But let's see where this is going, or what is behind, what is blocking you from speaking here. Because it feels very loaded. There is, maybe it's fear that is around there also. Fear of what it might create, fear of the consequences. Let's see. Solitude. Field of dreams. You might be afraid to, because the solitude is here, right? So if there is fear of speaking, it might be because you are afraid of losing someone or losing something by speaking up. But there is this, also with the field of dreams next to it, there is this, whatever is blocking you there is, it's like a fear of losing your security in a sense, losing your feeling of safety. But you also feel, you want to field of dreams. You also feel there is more to you than what you are doing now. And this breaking the silence, this speaking up is an opening into what you feel is your field of dreams. It's leading you on that path. And what has been asked now, because you probably are feeling quite stagnant in this moment, and this is what you need to do in this moment. Break the silence. That's like the first step. When we don't know, when we are in the unknown, we always go step by step. And when we take one step, the next step will reveal itself. And then when we take the next step, the the next step will reveal itself. And I feel that a little bit in here, that you are like, I'm not sure what I have to do here. And it's that. It's speaking your truth. It's breaking the silence. The commitment is also here. And this is commitment, this, like I say, there is a fear in here of losing some kind of security, losing some kind of safety. But it's, or losing the idea of a certain commitment you have to something. But on the other hand, it's also a commitment to yourself, to listen to your intuition and to speak up for yourself. And that's what's been asked here also, to commit to yourself and to commit to your intuition and to act on the guidance that you get. Even though that might feel scary, it's your way out of stagnancy in a sense. Yeah, the Five of Cups, this is a loss. This is a fear of loss. And then the Ace of Cups is this. Keeps on coming back in the runes, in the cards. It's this, the dark side and the light side. And the dark side, which doesn't mean you have to be completely in the dark, but this feeling of stagnation and yeah, feeling stuck in a sense, also feels like a dark side. And then on the other side there is this light, and it's by speaking, by breaking the silence, that you open up this path for you. You open up the way. And whatever is there, whatever needs to be spoken out, in this moment it's in front of the path. So you can't see the path. You can't see the first step, I wanted to say, but the first step here is yeah, you can't see the first step, but that is exactly the first step, to speak out. And it's like the words that are, they are like on a don't know the word for that, a pile. They are on a pile in front of the door, so you don't see the door. And once you break the silence, once you speak that out, what needs to be said, the door appears. And then the second step is to open the door. And then there is your path. There is, the road will unfold there. But there is also, with the Five of Cups, there is a fear here of losing something. So this is, we have free will. We always have free will to choose. So this is your choice. This, do you want to follow your own path or not? If you want to follow your own path, then this is what's been asked from you. To commit to yourself and to speak up, to break that silence. And there is the Ace of Cups, which is this is a very beautiful new beginning. That feels very fulfilling. It is fulfilling your heart. Commitment and coming apart. I feel that in here again. There is a certain commitment. A certain commitment that you have that will probably fall apart with you speaking up. But that commitment, speaking up, is the commitment to yourself. And this coming apart it's needed. It's needed for, again, we have free will, but your if you want to walk into your field of dreams, if you want to walk that path that is calling you, then this coming apart, this Five of Cups, this loss is involved there. There is something else here. Deep freeze. This is triggering fear. I felt that already. And it's like you are freezing in a sense of the idea of this loss. It freezes you, yeah. We have 666, we have 26, 36, and 46. So this is progress. But the 6, it's 3 times here, and this is really an energy of taking care of yourself. This is an energy of love, but in the first place, self-love and self-care. So this breaking the silence, this speaking up, it's really about standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. Breaking the silence about something that just, it needs to be said. It needs to be said. And this coming apart, because I said before, this coming apart, it needs to go. I feel I have to come back to this, because it's also possible if you speak up about whatever that is there asking to break the silence. It's also possible that whomever or whatever you are committed to, that you are afraid of losing by speaking up, it's also possible that it goes in the other way around. That it's your fear, that it's your mind which is creating the worst case scenario, and which only sees the possibility of, if I speak up, I'm gonna lose that. Which is, it's a very narrow vision. It's only one possible possibility, and there are endless possibilities. So it's also very possible, because we have directly next to it, the field of dreams with the Ace of Cups. The Emperor is also here on the bottom of the deck, which is being on top of your game. It's this taking care of yourself, speaking up for yourself, acting from a place of self-care, acting from a place of self-love. And then this, what I said, is this, you see only one possibility, but there are endless possibilities how this can go. The main thing that is really been asked from you here, for your own growth, for your own happiness, for your own self-care and self-love, is to speak up, to break that silence. And then what happens after that, it will get clear. But the fear of, maybe this will fall apart, maybe I'm gonna lose something. You can actually never lose something, but it's this, the feeling, the fear that is holding you back. I lost it. I lost where I wanted to go. Maybe, yeah, the maybe this is falling apart can also just be your mind that is fooling you, and your fear that is holding you stuck somewhere. So what's been asked from you is to act from out of a place of self-love and self-care, and to commit to yourself and to speak your truth, to break the silence about whatever is nudging you for a while already, because I really feel that in here. It's like your intuition and also signs um, are trying to make this clear to you for a while already. And it's your fear that is refusing to accept, in a sense, that that is what you need to do. And your soul, yeah, your soul is asking you again, your soul is asking you to commit to yourself and to see the star that you are, to see your brightness, to acknowledge your shine, to allow yourself to be the star that you are. Because whatever this is, if it's with a person, if it's within a certain situation, if you feel like you are, your needs are not being met within this situation, the fact that you don't speak up for yourself it's an act where you don't honor yourself. So this, if you then feel like your needs are not being met, it's because within you are not meeting your own needs. And that has been projected to you. It's a possibility. I don't say it's always like that, but if you feel like this situation is not treating you well, there is an invitation in there to look at yourself in that experience, in the experience that's been projected to you. How do you feel within that experience? How do you perceive that experience? Because if the fear would not be here of losing something, you would stand completely in your self-worth, and there is a situation that you are in that is not meeting your needs, you would just say, this is not for me, I step out of it. But it's by staying in there that you also, without words, which is interesting, break the silence. Without words, you are giving a message that this is okay for you if you don't speak up. So within the silence, you give a message that whatever situation you are in, you are saying it's okay for me. When you break that silence by speaking up, you give a clear message in who you are, how you see yourself, how you value yourself, how you love yourself, how you care for yourself, and how you want that being projected back to you by your outside world. I feel in here, this is like, again, it's so near to each other, this solitude and this field of dreams. And it's you wanting to experience this field of dreams. It's you wanting to experience the dreams you have for yourself. And your soul is also calling you to step in there. And the way there is break the silence. Break the silence. The gentle gardener. This is really of taking care of your own garden and being very gentle towards yourself, being very loving and caring and mothering and nurturing and nourishing towards yourself. That has really been asked here, and this breaking the silence, this speaking up, is a representation of that, of gardening, of gently gardening yourself. And I feel in here it's about your gently gardening your heart space, your feelings. And this fear, you can choose to step away from it. You can choose to ignore it. And don't go into this. Don't speak out. You have that choice. But it will come back in different situations. Because if it's coming up so strong, it's something your soul also has chosen to move through for your own growth. So this situation will be presented to you up until you say, enough. Now I step through it. So you can take all the time you need. You can take all the time you want. But at some point, you will have to step through this. To grow, you will have to step through this. And then there is the question, why not now? And also the message comes through because it was very, before I started to reading, it was really break the silence, break the silence, break the silence. So somebody really needs to hear this. It's time to break the silence. And it might seem scary. And it's possible that something will leave your life. It's a possibility. It's just one possibility of endless possibilities. But nothing can really harm you. All is well. Always. This is just an opportunity to grow. To step into your strength and to see the road to your field of dreams. To step into the road of your field of dreams. And it's about you. This is really about you. It's a commitment to you, a commitment to yourself, to love and to care for yourself, and to also to find courage, because there is again this freeze, which is a fear. So there is courage been asked also here to step through that. And this brings up it brings up fear, it's true, But when we step through fear, we grow. And again, nothing can truly harm you. All is well. Always. No matter how it looks. The storm fields, and then wide open. I feel in here again when I say it's like this pile of words that are blocking the vision of the door. And by speaking, the door will become visible. And there it's wide open. And the storm fields here are your mind and your fears of what if. What if? But again, it's so, we have this dark side that is there, and then again, directly after it, we have this light side. So this feels like a big balancing point, or a big opportunity for a shift, for a big shift. And it also feels like that with the door that is there. It's just this pile that is, this pile of words that is there in front. This, whatever needs to be said, whatever needs to be spoken. And this invitation to open, with the wide open, also to this invitation to open up your perspective in the sense of everything is possible in here. It's true, it's just about me taking care of myself, trusting, having faith. You are always protected, you are always guided. And you taking care of yourself by speaking your truth, by speaking what is nudging you, what your intuition is nudging you to do, what the signs is, the signs, the messages are trying to tell to you. If you then act on that, it opens up everything. Heal the ouch is also here. And the magic stream. The magic stream is about communication also. Heal the ouch. Yeah, your soul is asking you to step through this. To find your courage and to step through this. And to open up your perspectives. I was saying that. To open up your perspective instead of seeing only one possibility. It's just about you taking care of yourself, stepping into that role of self-care, self-love, stepping into your courage, speaking up, and then see the possibilities, the wide open that is there, all the different possibilities that are there. And this is something also because the fear comes through so strong, and with heal the ouch, this is something, there is an opportunity in here for healing. There is really an opportunity in here to step through something that was blocking you, that was making you feel stuck, that was holding you stagnant for quite some time. There is an opportunity in here to heal that by speaking. And with the magic stream, what I also feel in here is this: the moment most of our fears seem a lot worse before the moment that we actually step through them. And there is something in here with the magic stream. It feels almost like the moment you're gonna speak, or the moment that you open this up, breaking the silence and allowing these words to come out, it's like they are gonna flow in a certain way that will, you're gonna be surprised about yourself, but in a very positive way. And this might have to do with, I feel in here, the way you are speaking, that you are surprised when you hear yourself speak, maybe in the tone or what you actually say. But it might also have to do with the consequences of what you actually speak out. And this feels very positive. Or it's your experience of actually expressing what needs to be expressed there, or the consequences of this. But there is something magical connected to this. I want to read in the book for that one also. And then with the flying also, there is really there is a very magical vibe in here. And with the stream, it's this coming back there, it's this opening. Also back to the runes, this blockage by not speaking, blocking your harvest. And there is, yeah, like I say, there is some very magical vibe in here about the flow, the flow of the expression, and then also the flow in the consequences of what I said already. Can I get some, let me just peek a little in there, if we can get some more information about that, because it feels very light, this. And this also feels like, yeah, you being surprised in a very positive way. Eight of Wands, you are receiving a lot of messages from this. It's a confirmation. So with the magic stream, I wanted to clarify what is this that is there. And there is, we get the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Which is, the Three of Cups is an energy of celebration. And the Ten of Pentacles is very big rewards. And then the Nine of Swords is, it's fears and worries and things that are haunting you. So this fear, which is there, but then it's like when you step through the fear, when you choose to step through the fear with the magic stream that is here, you choose to step through the fear, which is this, which brings you into this vibe of magic, which is celebration and rewards. And also here, Yera, harvest. This is your harvest. So how I feel it here is that you're gonna be surprised about what this will create if you actually choose to break the silence. If you actually choose to step up for yourself, and if you choose to stand into this, in your self-worth and in your self-value, in your truth also. When you choose to express this, when you choose to step through your fear, you're going to be surprised in a very magical way. That's the message that I really feel in here. Also with the flying, it's this really magical vibe, you know. And then the field of dreams is here also wide open. Let me read the magic stream, and then I'm going to leave you with this. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you are part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. Interesting, eh? So there is something here that the moment you're gonna speak, you're gonna be surprised in a very positive way. So allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. So my dear beautiful souls, again, we have free will to do whatever we want, but if you want to follow the call of your soul, then choose to break the silence. Choose to break the silence and allow to be surprised in a very magical way. Allow yourself to be surprised in a very magical way. Okay, my dear beautiful souls, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.